Today I am making a recipe that I found on the internet for colour glaze, chocolate glaze. The recipe was a little bit more than what I needed, so I've halved it because I only need it for a 6-inch cake. What I got was 195 grams of water, 300 grams of sugar, 300 grams of glucose, 115 grams of condensed milk, 27 grams of gelatin, 325 grams of white chocolate, and then whatever food colouring you want to use. So I'm going to get cracking on this now. Put your gelatin, which you've got, into a bowl of water for 10 minutes just to let it soften up, and your chocolate, you'll need to melt that in the microwave as well. Just be careful not to burn it. Do it in 1 minute boost for the first couple of minutes, and then 20 seconds until it's all melted, and then you can combine it easy with the other things. So I'll get cracking. I hope you can see this. First of all, put your sugar into your pan and your water, and your glucose. Make sure I've got it all. Then put the heat on. And bring this to the boil. This may take some time, so I shall pause the camera while it's cooking. I've given it a little bit of a hand blend with the blender or the mixer, whatever you've got to hand, and as you can see now, apart from the air bubbles in it, which those will settle, that's perfect. So what I'm going to do now is let this cool right the way down to where you could put your finger in it and it won't burn. It'll just be tepid to the touch, and then you'll be able to put it over your cake, which I've got setting in the fridge. I'm going to be doing 2 different colours on mine, so this I'm keeping this colour for now, but if you wanted to do one colour, you could mix your colour in now, and it'll darken down as it cools. Or you can just leave it as it is and use it as a clear chocolate covering. So basically that's it for now, and I shall be back later on when I'm putting it over my cake. Right, my mixture's cooled enough now, and I've separated it. I've put some whitener into this to make it look a bit more white rather than creamy, and I've added red into this to make a lovely red colour. So what I'm going to do now is I've got this set up, which is a foil base. Just put a cup underneath it, and I'm going to put the cake on top of that so as it can drip over it. Got my cake here, which I've already buttercreamed, and just need to lift it off this now. I've got a thin board underneath it. Put that on top of the cup. Oh, forgot to say as well, I forgot to put the condensed milk in, so don't forget that before you let it cool. Put the condensed milk in and give it a good stir. Right, so the first one, I'm going to put the white over. Just let that drizzle down. Make sure it's all covered. Bit more down there. That drizzle down there, hopefully that'll cover that. And then I'm going to get my red. Drizzle it on. Just give it a little. Quite fancy. I'll put that on above there. Try and get a bit down the side so that it looks a bit streaky. And maybe some fancy bits on it. See what I've got. And maybe a couple of flowers. Put some over here. And there we go. Let that set up for a little while. Trim off the bottom edge. Put it onto a plate and then put it in the fridge to set overnight. And there you go, mirror cake.